Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make a shop like this one on screen that has made almost $30,000 in revenue over the last year. And here is an example of another shop that sells the exact same product and it has also made over $10,000 in revenue. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can set up your shop and how you can create shops like these using Chat GPT to earn money online. We won't be selling any actual t-shirts in this video. Instead, we are going to be selling t-shirt graphic bundles, which are digital files of t-shirt designs that people can use for their own t-shirts. That way we keep all of the profits when we get sales and we don't have to pay to create our own t-shirts. Once you get your design set up, this is a great source of passive income. For the first step in this video, we're going to head over to chatgpt.com and we're going to use ChatGPT to create different ideas and topics that we can use for a graphic bundle t-shirt later. So I'm just going to give it a prompt right now and I'm just going to say, write me 50 prompts that I can paste into Leonardo.ai for images that can be used as t-shirt designs. For step number 2, we're going to set up our Etsy shop. So I'm going to go to etsy.com and then I'm going to go to sign in and click on register. And it's going to ask us to put in our email, first name, and a password. And then we can see this icon up here in the top right. And if we go down to sell on Etsy, we're going to be able to set up our account. So now we just have to go down here and then go to open your shop. And there's this big long thing here and I'm just going to hit skip past this part too. Then I'm going to say to skip past this again. And then we are going to start our shop. So I'm going to put our language as English. Then I'm going to put our country as Canada or wherever you live. So that could be the US or whatever country you're in. And I'm going to put my currency in USD just because that's a common currency. And then I'm going to name my shop. If you don't want to come up with a name, we can just use ChatGPT. So I'm just going to go to it and ask it. And then it's going to give me a bunch of names here. And I'm just going to use this one. So now we have to say what we're selling. So I'm just going to say t-shirts. This option right here of gender neutral adult clothing. And then I'm going to say we're selling digital files. And then I'm going to put I made it. And then I'm going to select a supply or tool to make things. And then when was it made? 2020 to 2024. And it was created by me. Or you could also put with an AI generator. Either one of those will work. For the next step, we're going to need to have our product already created to set up our listings. So we're just going to skip over that for now and go to setting up our products. For step 3, we're going to research our competitors. And we're going to do that by going to a website called Allura.io. So I'm going to go to Etsy and I'm going to look up t-shirt graphic bundles. And then we can see here some popular ones. And we can just copy this seller and then head back to Allura.io. And we can put that seller's name into the search. And then when we search their shop, we can see their shop. And then we can see if they're doing good enough that we want to follow suit and start selling a similar product as well. For step 4, we're going to be using an AI called Leonardo.ai to create our images that we're actually going to be selling. So this is going to be the most important part where we create our product using AI. That way we can sell our graphic t-shirt bundles to earn money. Once you sign up for Leonardo.ai, I'm just going to click on image creation here. And then to give it a prompt, we're going to take the design ideas from ChatGPT and paste them in. And it's going to create some designs for us. So we can see here, this design is looking pretty good. And we're going to need a lot of these t-shirt designs to actually sell a graphic t-shirt bundle. A lot of these graphic t-shirt bundles have anywhere from a few hundred to 1,000 different designs. So it's going to take a while making 4 individual ones every time. Once you get a few hundred designs and a product set up, you'll be earning recurring revenue from that product forever. So once you put in a bit of time to make a few hundred images, you can continue to earn money from that work that you already did. So it might seem like it takes a lot of time to create enough images to make one graphic t-shirt bundle. But once you actually put the graphic t-shirt bundle up for sale on Etsy, you can continue to earn sales from it without putting in any additional work once you've made it. So it's a way to get passive income just with some upfront work. For step 5, we're going to go to Google Drive and we're going to use this to be able to sell our digital products on Etsy. So if you didn't already know, every single Gmail account comes with a 15 gigabyte free Google Drive. So you don't have to pay any money to be able to upload these files onto Google Drive. And because these images aren't very big, we're going to be able to store thousands of them in this 15 gigabyte storage for completely free. So that way we can sell them on Etsy by doing this. So I'm just going to go to my drive and then create a new folder. And we're going to use this folder to keep things organized. So I'm just going to name it PDF files. And this is going to be our folder where we put our PDFs in here. So now we're going to go to Google Docs and create our PDF that we're going to put within this folder. So here I have a PDF. It's completely blank. So we're going to be putting the link to our product in this folder. So how we're going to do this is we're going to go back to Google Drive. Then I'm going to create another folder called products. And within that folder, I'm going to click and create another folder. And this one is going to be number 1, which is just going to be an example name for our very first product. So this is the folder where the actual images for your product would go. So now we're going to copy this link here and make sure that it says that the link is available for anybody to use. Because if you put it as private, people won't be able to access it, and that would be a huge issue because they wouldn't be able to get to their product. So now we're going to go back to the Google Doc. Then I'm just going to put in link here and then just paste in that other Google Drive link. So now once somebody buys the product on Etsy, they'll get this PDF, and then inside the PDF will be a link to the product that they purchased. We're going to move on to step 6, which is going back to our Etsy shop and setting up our listing. So there's 2 ways you could do this. You can manually create the title, description, and tags and fill out everything yourself. Or you could head over to Chat GPT, which is what I'm going to do, and grab the topic of whatever images you created using the AI, and then just paste it in and tell it to make you Etsy title, description, tags, and materials for that product. And it's going to give us all of the information that we need to set up our store, and then we can just go back and copy and paste every single thing. So for the title, I'm just going to copy and paste what ChatGPT gave us. Here's an image that we need for our product. So we're going to get ChatGPT to create us this image as well, and we're going to do this by giving it a prompt. So I'm just going to say create a mock-up for my images for my Etsy store and put in 3 to 4 images for a preview. And then I'm going to upload some of the designs that we already made. So then it's going to take these designs, and it came up with this pretty nice looking mock-up. So now we're going to upload this picture to our listing, and it looks pretty nice. It has this disclaimer here that videos get twice as many sales, but we don't really need to worry about this because we're just selling images. So making a video could help if you want to, but I wouldn't be too worried about creating a whole entire video just for these t-shirt images. For the digital file, I'm going to go back to Google Docs and upload the PDF that I made earlier. This PDF here is going to be our product since it has the link inside our PDF to the images. For the description, I'm just going to copy over the one that ChatGPT gave us because it looks pretty good. For the price, we're going to want to put one similar to our competitors. So we can see here is a few examples of competitors, and I think probably $5 is a good price, but I'm going to put $5.80 because when people see $5, they'll think, oh, it's only $5, and they won't realize that there's actually 80 cents added onto this. And this is just a small trick that you can use to make people pay more without realizing it. And you could even do this by making it like $5.97 because they'll think, oh, it's only $5, but they don't realize that $5.97 is pretty much $6. And for the quantity, I'm just going to put whatever amount of images you're selling. So for this example, I'm just going to put 300 images. But you could put 500 or 1,000, even 100, just whatever amount of images that you came up with, just put as the quantity. So again, for these parts here, I'm just going to take exactly what ChatGPT gave us for the materials and the tags. And this is pretty self-explanatory because it pretty much gave us everything. All we have to do is take it from ChatGPT and put it onto our Etsy listing. So once our listing's all set up, we can decide whether or not we want to renew our listing automatically. And there's a few other settings here, but pretty much once you have that all set up, the rest is just kind of small details that need to be done. So now you can successfully sell t-shirt graphic designs on Etsy.